nailed that ending.
Good old tuning song.
Good old tuning song. Now it's in tune. Now I can set it down for the next good 15 minutes to proceed their journey onwards
We're like
from
17 minutes, 24
there.
seconds, 35 milliseconds.
Oh, I appreciate that exactitude. Well, with that, hello everyone. We're the Real and Rogues. We're gonna be sharing with you over the next half hour or so some more Celtic music. Just to say some more songs, some more stories, a wee bit more history.
A wee bit? Thought we were Celtic, not French.
That's funny. I saw your ears perk up at the corollaries between the languages. I saw that. You were silenced. That's what that means. Well, we're gonna do a song now. It's been around for a couple hundred years. The Irish like to reuse melodies down through the ages, of course. And this melody was penned by the Orangemen after their victory at the Battle of the Boyne. And a few years after that, it went into the woods, where the native Irish turned it into the war cry of Munster, or Rosc. And a few hundred years after that, Dominic Behan got his hands on that same melody. And we got, during the Irish War of Independence, some different words. And it became one of my favorite rebel tunes called Come Out, Ya Black and Tans.
Beat, and those loving English feet walked all over us. And every single night, Bheatha would come home tight. We'd invite the neighbors out with this chorus. Come out, you black and tan, about to fight me like a man. Show you white, how you won medals down in Flanders. Tell her how the IRA might run like Callaway from the green and lovely lanes of Killashandra. Yeah! Hear you tell how you slammed the great Parnell, and you taught him well and truly persecuted. Here are those cheers and sneers, rarely let us hear when our heroes of 16 were executed. Come out, you black and tan, try to fight me like a man. Show you white, how you won medals down in Flanders. Tell her how the IRA might run like Callaway from the green and lovely lanes of Killashandra. Yeah! Strong and cold, you swine. Robert Emmett, who you hung and threw and quartered upon the scaffold high. How you butchered Henry Joy and the crappy boys of Wexford you did slaughter. Come out, you black and tan, about to fight me like a man. Show your white, how you won medals down in Flanders. Tell her how the IRA might run like Hellaway up the green and lovely lanes of Killashandra. Come out, you black and tan, start to fight me like a man. Show you white, how you won medals down in Flanders. Tell her how the IRA might run like Hellaway from the green and lovely lanes of Killashandra. Mission was to walk the moon and kill the Marango to walk the Krunetron. Toran the town, the space of the land, a cadan, a town, a yawn, peyo. Mission was to walk the moon and kill the Marango to walk the Krunetron. Toran the town, the space of the land, a cadan, a town, a yawn, peyo. And a few years before that, at the Easter Uprising, the Irish Volunteers would have been singing a different song in Irish Gaelic. Written by Patrick Pearse, it translates to "Oh, welcome home." والأورشيد بهوايا أورشيد بهوايا أورشيد بهوايا أورشيد بهوايا أني شرقتن تاوري أورشيد بهوايا أورشيد بهوايا أورشيد بهوايا أني شرقتن تاوري Bad Bhaile van Egra Du en geven drisje fra I kjelen mella Hintu vilda lesnar køyle Rosc Hawaia Rosc Hawaia Rosc Hawaia Anni Sheraktan Tauri Kranja väl, taktar salja och klickantele Margareta Telia penes ganna spanne Yes kursi rökor goyle Rosc Hawaia Rosc Hawaia Rosc Hawaia Anni Sheraktan Tauri Ja, Weile rinna vartskelakan Måne min björn, tjejedag schatten kranja väl Lille gaski Fåglar svannar goyle Rosc Hawaia Rosc Hawaia Rosc Hawaia Anni Sheraktan Tauri Rosc Hawaia Rosc Hawaia Rosc Hawaia Anni Sheraktan Tauri Meshango suaktan muanan kjall Samarango duakte kru Metron Koran na tjaun Lase samrang Akterang Arjaunar jaun Meshango suaktan muanan kjall Samarango duakte kru Metron Koran na tjaun Lase samrang Akterang Arjaunar jaun Oh, come out you black and tan Start to fight me like a man Show you what, how you won medals down in Flanders Tell her how the IRA made you run like Holloway From the green and lovely lanes of Killasandra Oh, come out you black and tan Start to fight me like a man Show you what, how you won medals down in Flanders Tell her how the IRA made you run like Holloway From the green and lovely lanes of Killasandra Anni Sheraktan Tauri Yeah Woo! Thank you! Give it up for Jackie on the drums!
The tip of my stick fell off.
Give it up for our fellow on bass! Generic Irishman over there, we couldn't afford the name. With all those words, I couldn't have said them in any case. And after all those words, I'm thirsty.
Declan, your name is Declan! Give it up for Declan!
Yeah, that's right. Thank you, I appreciate that, I'm gonna, together we're the Real and Rogues, and I'm gonna leave you with one word of Irish. Not leave you now, we're at the beginning, mostly. But I hope you leave with, later. One word of Irish that means health or cheers.
Glasses in the air, Pirate Weekend!
Sláinte!
Sláinte!
And we sip. Oh, that was necessary.
Our sipping noises shared conveniently with you.
You know, it's something kind of personal. It's a little weird when it's this loud, right? But I got another kind of personal thing. I come to say it out loud is a little weird when shared this loud, but it's an old Irish children's song.
Oh no.
Yeah, but children's songs in Ireland are a little different than they are in your country. The song that I imagine you grew up with was like Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. The song I grew up with was about an old lady.
So far, so good.
A 3-month-old baby.
Okay.
And a knife.
A knife? Who said it?
Yes, in fact, yes, a big long penknife, to be exact. A tale called Weile Waile. Oh, there wasn't a woman and stood in the woods. Weile Waile, there wasn't a woman and stood in the woods. Down by the river Salya, had a baby 3 months old. Weile Waile, had a baby 3 months old down by the river Salya. Innocent enough so far, right?
So far.
Yeah, not for long. Because she had a knife, long and sharp. Weile Waile, yes, she had a knife, both long and sharp. Down by the river Salya, stuck the knife in the baby's heart. Weile Waile, stuck the knife in the baby's heart. Down by the river Salya. Well, there it is. I mean, you can't really hide from that. But I'd like to point out that none of these lyrics were changed for shock value. It's exactly how I learned it at 3 years old, along with all of my friends. And it's not over yet. Oh, 3 police came knocking at the door. Hello, Weile Waile, 3 police came knocking at the door. Down by the river Salya. Are you the woman that killed the child? Weile Waile, you the woman that killed the child? Down by the river Salya. I mean, it's a fair enough question. It's just a little out of place in a children's song, right? But I think she was honest. Because then they put a rope around her neck. Weile Waile, they put a rope around her neck. Down by the river Salya. Pulled the rope and she was hung. Weile Waile, pulled the rope and she was hung. Down by the river Salya. And now for the worst eulogy ever. Oh, well, that was the end of the woman in the woods. Hello, Weile Waile, and that was the end of the baby too. Down by the river Salya. And that's it. That's the end of the song, the end of the story. There's no real redeeming moral value, no big life lesson. I mean, I suppose other than don't stab babies.
Well, yeah, and don't let the cops into your house.
Yeah, that didn't go well for her, did it?
No!
Oh, well, there wasn't a woman that lived in the woods. Hello, Weile Waile, there wasn't a woman that lived in the woods. Down by the river Salya. Yeah, down by the river Salya. Oh, down by the river Salya.
Nice.
Yeah. A little bit of my childhood shared with you.
Give it up for Declan's childhood! Thank you, Pirate Weekend.
I appreciate it. And with that, shared with you, you know what that deserves.
A tip!
That's right, I gotta tune my bagpipes.
How would they notice you're tuning bagpipes? You're a rogue. You do things roguishly.
Well, they weren't going to until they were mentioned.
Oh,
But
why?
don't worry, they won't notice. I'll go backstage.
Oh, it's all good. Classic callback to when I wasn't talking about bagpipes being tuned. That way you don't actually know that they're being tuned. Hey guys, Jackie O, last name redacted here to tell you about two brilliant opportunities that you, the Pittsburgh viewer of the Renaissance Festival, have to support us on our quest to playing Celtic punk music and fictional England all
that's
over
it.
medieval America near Yuns.
See, no one will notice. They won't see me.
Well, yeah, it's just, that's what Scotland sounds like. That the flag is right there. It's just bagpipes come from that door. And how would they even notice? You're only tuning the loudest instrument that ever existed. Well, guys, those two brilliant opportunities that I mentioned before are our merch booth and our tip baskets. Our merch booth is over there. It has hand-burnt banners, hand-burnt pins, hand-burnt CDs. And I know what you're thinking, how can they be hand-burnt CDs? Well, our hands press play on the machine that burns the CDs. Therefore, hand-burned. You can also support it. Oh, I'm not done. Another way that you can support us is our tip baskets. Our tip baskets takes 5s, 10s, 20s, anything that you have to support us on our quest, again, of playing Celtic punk music in fictional England all over America near you. Sorry, America near yins. Jackie O, last name redacted, out. You can come out now. I'm proud of you for coming out.
See, and no one noticed.
Notice what?
Exactly. That's kind of how that went both times. Well, we're going to share a song with you now that's an Irish song, but specifically an Irish song of battle. So I feel like I need to fill you in on some Irish battle music tropes.
Yeah, your turn to talk.
Exactly. Firstly, the battles tend to be against the English.
Yuck.
Yeah, and secondly, the battles aren't things that we tend to win. No, very typically, they get the victory. We get the song.
So, like, who really won, right?
I mean, historically, they did.
They did. They
Yeah, that's what we kind of write most of these songs about. But you can think of most of these, in fact, as rousing war cries, but from the losing side. Huzzah for the underdog!
Which, I mean, is all of us, right? We're at Ren Fair. I was not the popular kid.
But you are now.
I mean, I still had to hide
exactly.
back there to tune the bagpipes because it's nerve-wracking, and I fully believe if they don't see it, then you don't see them, right? I have a toddler. I know how it works. So this next one, imagine, legend has it, this is a fascinating song to me. Legend has it that this is the very same melody played by the Irish bagpipers at the Battle of Glenmalure, which was a 16th century battle against the English that we Irish actually won!
Yeah!
I know! It was pretty rare, so we had to pass the melody down, you see.
Had to.
We had to. For about 500 years, there weren't that many of these. So, when you're hearing this one, imagine you two are marching under the banners to victory under Fiach Macu Oberon.
Gesundheit, Declan.
No, that was his name.
Gesundheit was his name? That's a German name. That couldn't have been his name.
No.
It's an Irish guy.
No, Irish names are weird. His name was Fiach. Fiach himself.
Well, don't tell him to do that.
Wasn't telling him to...
You hear it in English?
I do. That doesn't land the same, does
It's not very Renaissance fair of you.
No, that's not very family friendly, is it? This is the marching tune of Fiach Macu Oberon.
Parentheses, capital H, himself,
That's it.
ellipses, follow me up to Carlo, end parentheses, so that way it's a real pop punk song with a real pop punk title.
Pipes staying in tune from the shade to the sun and back again. Well, being one of the few battles where we Irish actually, won, we eventually had to get some words put to that old melody.
We like to talk.
We sure do. There's a reason the Blarney Stone is in Ireland after all. I haven't mentioned it up until here, but I think I've illustrated it well enough. When you kiss it, you like to talk.
Declan!
Yeah?
Song.
Oh yeah, that's right. Eventually we get the song and the story called Follow Me Up to Carlo. Well, if my cattle you face, brooding o'er the old disgrace, the black battalion stung your place, drove you to the fair. Grace said victory was sure, soon the fire ran insecure, till he met the Glenmalure with Fiach Macu Oberon. Guns the there, Lord Kildare, death will do what death will dare. Now Fitzwilliam have a care, fallen is just our Lord. Up with Albert, down with Third, how do we go for by the Lord? Fiach Macu, Gavin is word, follow me up to Carlo, hey! The sword to Glenamail, flashing o'er the English pale. See the children of the gale, ain't no better than Spanner, rooster of a fighting stock. Would you let a Saxon cock grow out upon an Irish rock? Fly up, teach him manners. Curses there, Lord Kildare, Jack will do what Jack will dare. Now Fitzwilliam have a care, fallen is your startle. Up with Albert, down with Third, how do we go for by the Lord? Jack McHugh with Governor's word, follow me up to Carlo, hey! Well, that brings to the last verse, which I must admit is probably the most brutal verse I know in all of Irish traditional music. A verse written about beheading the English Lord of Ireland and sending it back to Queen Elizabeth herself.
At least we gave her something to parry.
Yeah. And oh, here we go. From Tassagar to Clonmore, there flows a stream of Saxon gore. Right as Rory O'Gamore, sending them to Hades. White as sick his brothers fled. Now to Black Fitzwilliam said, we'll send it over dripping red to Liza and her ladies. Curses there, Lord Kildare, Jack will do what Jack will dare. Now Fitzwilliam have a car, fallen is just hurdle. Up with Albert, how is that? And we go for Bhaile Horn. Jack McHugh is giving his word, follow me up to Carlo. Curses there, Lord Kildare, Jack will do what Jack will dare. Now Fitzwilliam have a car, fallen is just hurdle. Up with Albert, how is that? And we go for Bhaile Horn. Jack McHugh is giving his word, follow me up to Carlo. Hey! Yeah!
Oh, that was fun.
Thank you so much. We've been the Reeling Rolls. Stick around for the birds, and then for the bells, and then back for the bards. Yeah, that really worked out well. I liked that.
Wait, I got this.
Gosh, that was fun. Did you have fun? Say aye! Well, I'm gonna be hanging out right over there in the shade. You see that stark difference? Doesn't it look 15 degrees cooler? It sure does. Well, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day at the Pittsburgh Renaissance Festival. Woo! Oh.
See the tip?
I do. Well, no. In fact, I don't.
Lack thereof.
Yes, exactly. Well, that's a good way to go into a tip speech. It's missing a tip. Maybe there could be a tip.
I was looking for a tip segue. Well, you know what the Irish
Did
words...
you leave the tip in the tip jar?
The tip's over there. I was looking, you know, I think I know the Irish words for missing my drum tip, and I need a lot of money, please. It's, hey guys, my name is Jackie from like before. If you guys want to help us on our quest of playing Celtic punk music in fictional England all over America near Jens, this really helps. I did literally just break a drumstick. Check that out. Look how sick. Oh my God. Your money contributes to me getting another one, so thank you so very much. I need that. That's how I do my job. Love my job. Job's great. Hey, you guys are back. Hi. Hello, and also thank you. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. If you guys like that, you want to take us home with you, not sure. We've got CDs over at our merch booth. We're on Apple Music, Spotify. We've got new podcasts out. We release our music as we go. As Declan said before, stick around for the bird show, then the bell show, come back for the bard show at 3 o'clock and 3:30? 2:30, at 2:30. And thank you very much. And I'll be back here if anyone wants to give me money. I answer to things like, hey you, hey Jackie, last name redacted. Hey Jackie, what's your actual last name? I'll never tell, but if you tip me enough, I might think of it. Okay, microphone off. Just kidding. Hey tree people, how's it going? You're also part of the audience. Stick to Jujutsu Kaisen shirt. If y'all want to help us out on our quest to play Celtic punk music in fictional England all over America near Jens, give me money, please. I'm just gonna walk around unapologetically, in and out of you.
A chair.
Hopefully someone will take me up on it, or maybe even like a pity dollar.
You're almost there. I'm just the positive little voices in your head.